Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the 4G Gaming. I'm Troy, and I'm here with Judah, and this is our first episode of 1v1. This is a gaming debate where we will sit down, and Judah and I will go at it and talk about certain subjects of gaming and things like that. And yeah, that's what we're doing, man.
Head to head. All right. So, very first topic happens to be.
This is your first. This is your question. So
happens to be a pretty hot topic right now. Just want to let you guys know right off the bat that there are going to be more details, as you see in the title, about the giveaway. Stay tuned towards the end. We're going to tell you how you can win that gaming fuel package, and we're just going to go on through with this. So, the question that I presented, we knew we were going to talk about, as you can see on the table, Destiny. Okay, we're talking about Destiny 2. Okay, my question that I'm posing, and Troy, I'm going to ask you first: are you going to buy Destiny 2? We are going to say our answer, give our thoughts, opinions. Troy, what do you think?
All right, so I'm going back and forth on this, and you know it. I'm totally going back and forth. At first, I said I wasn't going to buy it.
Yeah.
And then I said, I was going to buy it.
Yeah, it's been a tidal wave.
Yeah. And then I changed my mind again and said I wasn't going to buy it.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I'm not buying it. All right. Yeah, I know.
This week, he's not going to buy it.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
Why don't you tell the audience whether or not you have this game pre-ordered or not?
Okay, I do have the game pre-ordered. All right. I actually have it pre-ordered both on the PS4 and the Xbox One, just so I can play the beta.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I can see what it's like.
Yep.
But there are some things that upset me. Some news.
Yes.
Regarding the Xbox One X,
right,
or as I'm referring to it as the X,
right,
which I'm referring to it as. So they have confirmed. It has been confirmed that it is 4K.
Right.
That it will run 4K on the Xbox One X.
Yes. 30 frames per second.
30 frames per second. That upsets me.
Yeah.
That really upsets me. Why would you hold back on a game on a console that is more than capable of running the game at 60 frames per second? They're getting it at 60 FPS.
Troy,
on the PC.
Would you like to state here and now whether or not you are an Xbox fanboy?
Look, here's the thing. Who has the most powerful console?
No, Xbox does.
Yeah,
and
Xbox does.
It can be very clear that while neither of us are on board necessarily with one of the two consoles, we have played all of Destiny 1 on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
So that's where everything's built up. But, just keep that in mind as we go through this. But as of right now, yeah, Troy is saying it's going to look the same on PS4 as Xbox One, even on Xbox One X.
Yes.
That's where the issue is.
That's not just what.
Well,
that's one of the issues. All right, I'm finished.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so not just that, but dude, there are so many games that are out and coming out that are so Destiny similar, where it's just like this constant grind, and I totally abandoned Destiny after a while. Like, I haven't even beaten the final raid.
I know.
I've totally given up, and the campaign, the story, things like that. It seems like they're getting back to, well, not getting back. It seems like Bungie's getting back to storytelling like they did in Halo, but I'm not buying it. I'm not buying the fact that based upon the first game that I played.
Okay.
I know what Bungie is capable of, but I'm not buying a game based upon what they're capable of doing. I want to buy a game based upon the product that I know they're going to put out there.
So how much will the beta have to do with that? I mean, what if you play the beta and it's head and shoulders above what you expected it to be?
Then they can totally woo me with the beta.
Yeah.
And they're confident. That's why they're putting the beta out there.
Yeah.
And, we'll see how that's going to roll out. The first Destiny, here's the thing though. I played the Destiny Alpha, and I played the Destiny Beta.
Yes.
You
still have them downloaded.
I still have them downloaded. And those totally sold me. And, yeah, it was great for a time, and it lost its flavor with me, man.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I got. Your turn.
All right. I have thoroughly enjoyed Destiny pretty much from the start. I mean, it has its annoying hiccups here and there as it's progressed through the years. But every time there has been a new content drop, I have enjoyed what it has to it. Now, most of the game, mechanically, graphic-wise, is very good. It's a very smooth game. It is not so balanced in the Crucible, but the PvE feels really good. You know, the story has been lacking, and the progress, some people would say, hasn't exactly been what it should be. But, you know, I have enjoyed every new installment, every new DLC that's come out for it. And so, you know, even if this is more of just an expansion from the first game, that's still something that I enjoy. I am a little bit frustrated about the 30 frames per second. It's not entirely confirmed that after a while it won't be, but right now they're just focusing on launch consoles. And from what we heard from some of the development team, they basically stated that Destiny 2 will be coming out before the Xbox One X. So right now they're just focusing on the consoles that are coming out with the game. Now, does that mean that we'll eventually get 60 frames per second? I'm not going to bet on that. But you can look online and find 60 frames per second gameplay of Destiny, and it is night and day.
Yes.
If I had a high-powered PC, I would probably be swapping to PC.
I'm going to put some of that gameplay up on this.
Yeah. But, I mean, you can just watch it. I mean, as you're seeing, it's just... It's so much different. I mean,
it's amazing.
Going back to 30 frames per second is just going to be kind of rough. But, you know, I never had a complaint about the frame rate it has to do with. It's like, you know, I never had a complaint about my 1080p TV until I saw his 4K TV. And now I want a 4K TV. But see, I never knew what I was missing, so...
It's time to upgrade.
Whatever. But yeah, you know, I do think the story's getting better. The graphics have improved some. I think that they're going to learn from some of their mistakes. I am going to bank off of the beta a good bit too. I have it pre-ordered already, and you know, I think that more than likely, even if, you know, it is mostly like Destiny 1, I'm going to be on board with it. I might not devote as much time as I did into Destiny 1, because whenever Destiny first came out, it was like all me and Troy played for like a year. And we talked about it afterwards extensively about how we missed out on some games. Like there were a lot of games out there that we just didn't really ever give any time to because we were constantly playing Destiny. But I can see some of the complaints that some people are having. PlayStation is once again getting exclusive content, which hasn't been the biggest deal in the past. It was never really the best of the content, but it was something to make them feel special. Troy, I want to hear your thoughts about, you know, Bungie's side of things here with them. Whenever they were with Halo, of course, it was an Xbox exclusive, Microsoft exclusive. Now they sided with Sony, and now Sony's going to have the, you know, underpowered console. What do you think is going through their head?
Well, I mean, I think it's not so much that Bungie is sided with Sony. I think it's Activision.
Yeah.
Who's totally sided with Sony. And, you know, I mean it is what it is. You know, I mean, for years Xbox had the exclusive content a month early on Call of Duty and stuff like that with Activision. And they switched over to PS4, and you know what? I mean, in all honesty, man, when the PS4 first came out, that price for the PS4, man, compared to the Xbox One, totally killed Microsoft, man. And I don't blame Activision for jumping on the PS4 ship.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot more people bought PS4s than people that bought Xbox Ones.
Yeah.
And that's just a fact.
I like to think that they made those decisions obviously way early on, because we know that around the time that Halo Reach finished, which was Bungie's last Halo game, they were already starting the development for Destiny. But I kind of wonder if, you know, Bungie's over there kind of kicking the Sony guys like, you guys need to make a more powerful console. People are getting mad. We got rioters at the door. You know, we got people pissed off out here. And you know, it's not out of the realm of possibility for Sony to go and take apart an Xbox One X and figure out how to make a similar, you know, console. Yeah. Probably won't be for a while, but Xbox One X is trying to be more and more PC-like. Yeah. And you know, it's just kind of the evolution of things. And as a consumer, it's great because we just continue to, you know, benefit from it. It costs us some money, but we kind of just watch the competition from the background, eating our popcorn, just like watching them make better stuff for us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So props to them. Troy, what is your biggest complaint? Because you listed a couple of complaints about Destiny 2. What is the biggest thing that's holding you back from wanting to get it?
Probably the biggest thing that's holding me back is the PvP.
Okay.
I would have to say the PvP. I wasn't really big on Destiny PvP when that came out. I totally much rather play COD or Halo, and I basically, in a sense, I kind of felt like, I mean, I did play some PvP and I did enjoy it. You know, I played some trials and things like that. But moreover, it was the PvE, and you know that I really enjoyed. And so I felt like I paid full price for a game that I really enjoyed. Only enjoyed like half of it. Or maybe 2/3 of it. Let's put it that way. There's more PvE than PvP.
I think that PvP started off as kind of an afterthought. I mean, if you remember before Destiny or even it came out, we had probably 3 or 4 trailers come out before we ever even saw any PvP.
Yeah.
And then in one trailer, they showed a little like 3-second clip of a PvP thing, and it was just kind of a thrown in there just as an extra mode, but it's just continued to grow. Troy, you think there's too many guns?
Yes, I do think there's too many guns, and that's the reason why. I think that the fact that there's too many guns actually affects PvP.
I love hearing you talk about this because it's not like they did anything unintentional here. It's exactly what they're trying to do.
I know.
So it's not anything wrong with the game. It's just that you don't like the concept of the game.
I don't like the concept of the fact that there's like 9 million guns.
Well,
9 million different types of guns with different types of perks and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I mean, it's the same argument that I have with Call of Duty with all the freaking
variants.
Yeah, the variants. I hate that crap, man.
Yeah.
It's way too. It's just you got to simplify it, man. When it comes to PvP, things need to be simplified. That's the reason why Overwatch is doing awesome right now.
Yeah.
Overwatch is like totally killing it, and all it is PvP. That's all it is. There's no story. I mean, there is a story, but there's no campaign to play or anything like that. It's all. I mean, you got 20, 25 characters. And you can pick 2 or 3 characters to play with, and like make those guys your main. That's the big thing in Overwatch. Is who's your main? Who's your main? Who do you play with?
Yeah. Go-to.
Yeah, who's your go-to? And the fact that there's way too many guns, man. That the fact that somebody can get a shotgun or a Gallahorn.
Let me give some backstory real quick. Before, I think had to be year 1 because it was during like the Crota's End era of this. I had just recently gotten my 3rd Gallahorn. And so, I got one from like a Nightfall, one from an Exotic Ingram, I think, and another one for finishing Crota's End. Troy at this point had not gotten one yet. Troy was a little bit salty. He never got one until Xur finally sold one in year 2 when it was
irrelevant.
Yeah, kind of irrelevant. So Troy missed the Prime era. And anybody that played back then knew the people that had a Gallahorn were kind of elitist.
Yeah.
So I was like, only like you go to the TFG groups and it's like, well, don't join unless you've done it before and you have a Gallahorn. So Troy, I think that's kind of what spawned this whole thing a little bit.
Yeah. I mean,
because not everybody can have it.
Yeah. Here's the thing: in COD, I can earn my guns.
Yes. Yes.
Well, for the most part.
Now it's
getting
all over the place.
But anyways. For the most part, I can earn my guns. I can rank up, get certain levels, and I can get the gun that I want. Everybody has access to all the guns.
Right.
But man, in Destiny, the fact that I played, I don't know how many hours I put in. I'm not even sure how many. I put in
a lot.
A lot of hours.
A lot.
A whole lot of hours into that game, and didn't get the Gallahorn. Not one single drop.
Yeah.
It's things like that.
It's RNG.
That's what takes away from the PvP.
It's RNG, and that's flooding every game nowadays.
Now, this is what would sell me.
Okay.
If they were to separate the PvE from the PvP, make all the guns available in PvP, or only certain guns available in PvP.
Honestly, I don't think that's what people want because I like that I can go and play a raid and get a really cool weapon that has all these cool perks, and guess what? I get to take that with me now. I get to utilize it everywhere.
You know what? I'll be perfectly fine with that. I would be fine with using only raid, being able to earn raid weapons and bring them over to the PvP, but still have other weapons that are only in PvP. And not bring all the other weapons from PvE over.
They want it to be universal.
Yeah.
Look, let me put this out here. I think that the issue that you primarily have is that you wish that Destiny had more of a first-person shooter element to it instead of throwing in the RPG. Because the stuff that you're talking about makes total sense for an RPG.
Yeah.
Like, especially whenever, like, I don't think anybody complains about this system whenever things are going well. Whenever you get a gun and I'm just saying, like, if you get a gun with a great roll on it, like with just the best perks on it, you're not complaining about the system of everything being different because you finally got your awesome tier roll, and that's what you've been grinding for. That's what you wanted, and all of a sudden you can take it into PvP and just tear it up. Now, of course,
you put in 250 hours,
and then you don't have that stuff. It's like. You're pissed about it until things finally go your way, and you're like, oh yeah, this is a great system, and then everybody else complains. But I think you're kind of looking for something that's different than Destiny within Destiny.
Yeah, I want my PvE to be separate from my PvP. Okay. That's what I want, and that's the way it is in Call of Duty. That's the way it's in Battlefield.
Yeah.
And those are great and awesome games.
Yeah.
And the fact that, now in Call of Duty there are some things that you can earn in in the campaign or whatever, and bring it over as in tags and things like that, paints for your gun and all that kind of stuff, which are awesome. Which I think that would totally be great in Destiny. I think those should totally carry over into PvP from PvE. If you find a shader or something like that for your gun, or I forget what they call it, the crap that you put on the guns, but
camos essentially.
Camo in some kind of sense. But I totally think that the reason why I just can't stand PvP
ornaments.
Go on.
Just
Christmas ornaments.
The
reason why I can't stand PvP is because of the fact that there are so many guns out there that it actually takes away from the balance of PvP.
Okay, I can see that. So that makes sense to me why you're not going to get it, because what you're looking for is what the other games are going to give you. I know you're planning on getting like Battlefront. You're still playing Overwatch. You're going to get the new Call of Duty.
Yes.
Those are going to give you your shooter fix. So my question is, what's going to stop you from getting Destiny 2 strictly for the PvE?
I'm going to gamefly it.
Interesting.
I have gamefly.
What about whenever all the DLCs come out? Because currently you have the one pre-order that gives you all the season pass.
Yeah. Well, depending on how well the PvE draws me in, how big it is, how much story there is, because
how many frame rates it has.
Yeah, how many frame rates it has, and also just how long is the story? Like I'm really concerned about, because I kind of mowed through that story.
You're just trying to get through it so you can get to the strikes and the
you want to get to the
raid.
strikes and things like that. But I want it, like we were talking about before, I want it to be Skyrim-esque.
Yeah.
Where there are unlimited missions, and not unlimited, but like it seems like there's unlimited.
There's always stuff to do, and there is, but it's not nearly as like much fun. Like you can go do all the patrol missions over and over again. You can go do the gunsmith quests, but everything that you're doing is pretty much the same as what you'd be doing otherwise. Like, you're going and shooting stuff.
Yeah, like the fact that I was playing Skyrim the other day. Well, it's like a few months ago, and I ran into freaking gargoyles.
Yeah, I remember that.
I had no idea. I played this game since it came out.
Yeah.
I bought this game like 3 times.
Yeah.
And I ran into gargoyles 3 or 4 months ago. For the first time. Didn't know there were gargoyles. I could have sworn I searched every inch of that land in Skyrim. It is such a huge map.
Yeah.
And there are so many different things. And that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping for more depth.
Yeah.
I don't want just a bigger world, but I want a...
You want some
fuller world.
You want it to be deep.
Yes, I want it to be deep.
So essentially, what the conclusion of this is that Destiny is just simply not what you're looking for. What you're looking for. If you want good PvE, you look for games like Skyrim. I know you've played through games like Watch Dogs and Dying Light and stuff like that. And then whenever it comes to PvP, you've got your first-person shooters already, so there isn't really a place for Destiny because you kind of already have that filled.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the game can do what I want it to do.
Well, see, that's the thing. You're looking for the wrong thing, though. You're looking at things in the game as if they're issues whenever they're things that are meant to be in the game. Like they don't do this stuff unintentionally. They do this stuff on purpose. You just don't like the system.
Like it.
So that's what see, I do. I like the fact that I've got weapons saved in my vault that I've had for a long time because they just have great, great rolls on them. Like, for instance, I remember for a while, whenever it was like Vault of Glass days, year 1, I had found this, I don't remember what the common, whatever the green is, and it only had one perk on it, really, and it was just this rare perk that just showed up on it, where if you shoot ammo, it automatically picks it up. Well, I would always have that on me whenever I would go in to do raids and stuff, because if you're ever perched up somewhere and you can't run out to go get ammo, you swap to that one, shoot the heavy and special ammo over there, and you got it. You don't get those kind of options without that mechanic in the game. I like scenarios like that. So that's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's what I'm kind of looking at from my perspective of Destiny 2.
I think it's broke.
See, that's the issue, though. So, is that primarily why you didn't play much of this last update of Destiny?
Yeah, and also the fact that Destiny 2 is like coming out like right around the corner.
Yeah.
And so it's like, why even bother? Like the next game is coming out. But I am excited to play the campaign. I will play through the campaign, and I will play some PvE, and we'll see how that goes. And also, there's a few other things that concern me. Just to run through real quick, like, is Trials of Osiris coming out right away? Is that going to be a paid DLC again? Or is it going to come out with the next update? Do you have to have the season pass or whatever?
I don't know how. Do people play Destiny without DLC? I don't know how that works.
You can't play Destiny.
No, you can. You can. It doesn't make any sense to. It's not like Call of Duty where you just keep playing the old maps. Yeah. No, you're like not getting to play anymore.
You get abandoned.
Yeah, pretty much. You watch everybody else leave on the train. You wave at them
because most of the community is getting the DLC.
Oh, yeah. It's like why buy an Xbox One or PlayStation 4 without getting Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus? It just doesn't make any sense. So
and also no offline play. It still kind of gets to me, just a little bit. Yes, I have internet, but we have internet. We have really pretty dang good internet here.
Yeah.
You can live stream all that kind of stuff. But sometimes, I don't know. Like I would like to get into some offline play or whatever. But play by myself.
Yeah.
But those are the main things, man.
Okay. All right. Well, Troy, you got any closing thoughts? Any other further questions?
I have a message for Bungie.
Oh gosh.
Look, guys. Freaking fix your game.
I told you it's not broken.
Fix your game.
It's not broken.
It's broken.
It's not.
Fix it.
No.
Fix the game.
Look, you're looking at a bottle of Coke, telling it to be Pepsi whenever it's not trying to be Pepsi. Okay, it is what it is. It's not broken. It's just what it is.
First of all, no soda should be trying to be Pepsi because Pepsi is nasty as hell. All right, no, sorry for anybody who likes to drink Pepsi. Even though I'm drinking a Pepsi product right now.
I like Pepsi. Yeah, I like Pepsi products.
I don't like Pepsi.
Just become Mountain Dew.
Yeah, this just changed all the Pepsi.
Mountain Dew Company.
That's all I got, man.
All right.
Take us away.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you stuck around through the whole video, then you'll finally get to know how this new system is going to go like for our weekly giveaways. If you guys have been keeping up, you know that every Monday we've been giving away a gaming fuel package that we choose one random subscriber. Well, we're actually going to be changing the mechanic of that a little bit, which is what we've been hoping to do with this from the start, really, and is to basically have you guys engage with us in whatever we're talking about, whatever we're doing with the channel at the time. So here's what we're going to do. Instead of just simply subscribing, you're going to leave a comment in the comment section below, and you're going to answer the question that we started off with. Are you going to buy Destiny 2, yes or no, and tell us exactly why. We're going to go through all the comments, we're going to see which one is the best, which one is the most interesting, which the one stands out the most, and you will be the winner. So, you want to get a package, simply let us know your thoughts, and we'll get that package out to you. Whenever we announce the winner next week on our next debate, we will have you shoot us your email address or your mailing address. You can email us at forgegaming2016@gmail.com. And we'll get that out to you. So, once again, thanks for joining us. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for a whole lot more. And we will see you guys online.
Oh, hold on. I got to do this real quick.
Grab everything that isn't bolted down. I'll keep an eye out for Fallen.
All right.
Peace.
Okay. You need to find some higher level gear. And then some pants. You're definitely going to need pants.